Previously on Canoe, York City. You got this.
New York City. New York. New York. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. New York. No doubt. No doubt.
Camped out here last night, right by the canal. The river is right over there. It runs alongside the canal. The canal is raised about 15 feet higher than the river, so I had to portage up a slope, which was a little challenging. Portage. To transfer a canoe overland from one body of water to another. To portage, I put the canoe on some wheels and strap them up. I then guide the canoe over any obstacles. In this case, it's a rather steep slope to get into the canal. I'm now on the Delaware Raritan Canal, which I'll take about 40 miles through New Jersey toward Trenton. What's good about the canal is it's not tidal, there's no tides, there's no current really. It's just a straight shot through New Jersey. There's no winding, not much winding, it's just straight through. So I'm stoked to be on this canal. I've been looking at it on a map for a while. It's kind of cool to be on it. That's what I like about doing these adventures. Planning them out, then you actually get to the place and it's not really like you imagine, more real. So here we go. The DNR Canal was built in 1834 as an efficient route for transporting freight between New York City and Philadelphia. Each mile was hand dug by Irish immigrants who were paid $1 per day for their service. As I make progress through the canal, I hear sounds of their labor echoed through the forest. There's a highway right next to me. It's funny to see how fast they're going compared to me. I slowly make my way down the canal, rain included. I don't paddle too far before I reach my first lock. There are a series of locks on the canal, portions where lower water meets higher water to account for increasing elevation. This means I'll have my fair share of work cut out for me, as I'll have to portage at each lock. Couldn't get under that bridge, it's too low. I had to camp out here last night and portage my canoe this morning. Just talked to Frank, he works here on the canal. I saw him back about 2 days ago at one of the first locks I crossed.
I told them about it yesterday
Yeah.
when I went in, and they saw you this morning. They told me when they were here. They said, oh, he's down in Millstone. I said, he didn't get too far yesterday. He only went
No.
4 miles.
And it's cool to see him further down the river. It's good to get some advice from people who work here and telling me what to do, what I can look out for and stuff.
I have seen some fishermen who are out here, and
Okay.
they did the locks, but not like you.
Yeah.
Nothing like you.
Yeah.
I've seen some guys camping out and making a trek downstream only one time. But,
Yeah.
not like going from New York to Mexico.
Right, yeah.
You're like, you would have been good at Woodstock if you were around then, right?
Yeah. Up until this point, I haven't interacted with many people other than Frank. At least until I met Ryan in the street. just got to Kingston. I see a lot of cars on the road. It looks like maybe a restaurant. If so, I'm gonna go chow down. I'm hungry and thirsty and ready to talk to people. Correction, I'm in a town called Franklin, not Kingston. I think I passed Kingston. Maybe it is Kingston. I'm not even sure where I'm at, but I do know I'm just walked into a cemetery. I came from New York City. I'm doing New York City to Mexico in a canoe.
All right.
Yeah.
That's cool. So I think I'm gonna go with the chili chicken and with a side of rice. Yes, thank you very much. So what are you trying to get out of this? I mean, what are you trying to learn?
It's really just, you know, like any adventure. It's like rock climbing. When you get to the top, you don't get any reward, you know. No one comes out and it's like, all right, you just climb this mountain. Oh yeah, you know. Yeah. A lot of people will look at this. A lot of people do look at this journey. They look at it and they're like, why would you do this? Why would you do something like that? Some people just can't relate to it. Some others are like, hell yeah, you know, it's awesome. It's really just like a self-exploration thing, you know, like testing my limits. I probably canoed like twice before I tried this.
You're not an Olympic canoer?
No. It's really just like a testing my limits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think it's important to do that every once in a while, because I don't think a lot of people these days give themselves chances to do that. Like actually test your limits. Like, what can you pull off? This episode was supported by Tony Gonser. Thank you, brother, for your help, your support. Much love. I appreciate it. Yeah, biatch.